Hi, I'm Pattu from FreeFinCal. After Budget 2024 and the change in capital gains taxation rules, many readers and viewers have asked us what should be their return expectations going forward since the capital gains tax on equity mutual funds have increased from 10% to 12.5%. Of course, the tax free limit has increased from 1 lakh to 1.25 lakhs, but that's a very small increase over the long term. When your corpus grows, it's going to become smaller and smaller and smaller. It's not a big deal. I had said earlier that tax harvesting is not a very productive thing, but then many people won't listen to me. But if you want, I shall leave a link in the description showing my earlier analysis. Now, the long-term capital gains has increased for equity funds from 10% to 12.5%. For debt funds, the indexation benefit has been removed. So from 20% with indexation, it's now just a flat 12.5% after 2 years. So, given these circumstances, what should be the return expectations for investors? Of course, investors should not change their portfolios, the risk profile of their portfolios, just by looking at tax. They should not say, no, I'm not going to invest in debt mutual funds, I'm going to go to hybrid funds and so on. That kind of argument is very dangerous. It's not healthy. I mean, you should first get a return, only then you can pay tax on it. So if you take on risk, then the chances of not getting a return or not getting a positive return will also increase. So you don't want that happening. So in 2018, when equity mutual funds became taxed, long-term capital gains became taxed once again after a long break. Um, I had suggested that investors expect no more than 10 to 12% from equity long term before tax and 1% less after tax. Um, that 1% is because of the tax, and the long term is because as the country develops, our returns from equity are going to come down and the tax we are going to pay is going to increase. So we should expect less from equity. So I don't think there's any need to change that expectation after this increase in taxation from 10 to 12.5%. I think we can just retain that 10 to 12% pre-tax. For debt instruments, I suggest expecting 7% pre-tax and 6% post-tax. There's no need to change it as of now. Of course, we have to change our stand when facts change. Also, keep in mind that the budget rulings or budget proposals are not set in stone. The government can always bring back indexation in the future. They may realize that it's not a good thing for investors. They can bring it back in future. They can listen to industry participants and then bring it back, or change the tax rules to any value, increase or decrease, whatever. So nothing is set in stone. A lot of changes in tax will happen over the course of our investment period. So we should not base our decisions based on tax. We should accept the fact that tax is something that we have to pay, make peace with it, and move on. Bye bye.